Hi, I'm David T Lomax, and I'm going to read out a rewrite of part one of Doctor Who. I did some little tweaking, and some parts have been moved and rewritten. So, because parts of it didn't quite click in together and stuff like that. So, you can still watch the original part one, that'll be in the description below, and see what you think. Um, See what you think of this one too as well. But I want you to see what the difference is, and I might give you a little sneak preview of some parts. I mean, I'm not finished with part 2 yet, so I might give you a little on take what's going to happen in part 2. So you might get little rewrites when part 2 comes awry, and let's see what happens, okay? I hope you enjoyed this little. There are some little rewrites, but the beginning's not a rewrite, so there are quite differences between the first original one and the second one. So here we go with the. Let's see. Let's go up to the plot line. The plot line is still the same, as you can see with the first part. So you know all that. So the Matrix Doctor is thinking that he's female into this Matrix and all this, that and the other. So let's go for it. Okay, you ready? Sit tight. The Matrix Doctor slash female sitting around a table talking to each other to each other. See, even that got a rewrite. Huh. Maybe a little rewrite. Sitting around a table talking to each other are friends and not realising they're all in the Matrix. In the Matrix world, where things seem real but not really. See, even then I'm correcting myself. Even that gets a little thing. The Doctor thinks he's female in this world. The Doctor needs to wake up before it's too late. Also, before upgrade could be possible. Upgrade could possibly to become a Cyberman. But who is behind the Cyberman, and why did the Doctor get into the Matrix in the first place, and what are the Cybermen up to, and who are they working for? Why would they make the Doctor think he's female? Should be question mark, really? And then full stop. As that's the big question to everything within the plot line. I almost said pot, but you know. Right, we're in the real world. Unit HQ. So what's happening in Unit? So let's see. The Doctor has not been seen or heard of since 2014 and is missing. And Unit has been trying to contact him for a long while, as there been no sign of the Doctor on Earth since 2014, and no idea of his whereabouts. Yeah, that I was going to put nobody, but I just realised it does make sense. Okay, now we're getting to the characters. Okay, Kate Stewart walks into Unit HQ main office and asks, "Any news on the whereabouts of the Doctor?" she asks. And Captain Jack happens to be there as well. So Captain Jack Torchwood is working on it. Does anyone know where the TARDIS is? There you go. Good. Kate Stewart says to, well, she's replying to the question of Captain Jack. So she says, "Yes, we do. Follow me, as the TARDIS is downstairs in our basement." Captain Jack, as Captain Jack follows Kate Stewart to the lift, ready to go down in the unit's HQ basement, he asks her, "How did you get the TARDIS in the basement?" Kate Stewart, "Well, hang on a minute. We didn't. The TARDIS landed here in our basement, but no sign of the Doctor. Even the TARDIS won't let us in for some reason." And Captain Jack says to Kate Stewart, "Then how do you know the Doctor is missing?" Kate Stewart says, "Well, the Doctor would be here and out of the TARDIS by now, wouldn't he? And then there'll be no need to call you here. I mean, we all know something is wrong, and when the TARDIS lands here, of all places, it must mean the Doctor is not in there." As the lift is going down to the basement, you gotta really imagine what's really going on. Captain Jack, that leads me to my next question. Why did you ring me to come here in the first place? Kate Stewart responds, "We figured the TARDIS will only let someone in she knows or trusts without a key." Captain Jack says, "I'm sorry, but I thought you could only get into the TARDIS with a key." Kate Stewart, "Well, without a key, you can't. We've seen the Doctor just snap his fingers and the doors open for him without a key, and we'd like to see if you could get in there and see if we are right about the Doctor." And then she says, "We here in the basement now. It's just right this way, Jack." Okay, let's move on to the next page. Okay, now the lift is down in the basement, and Jack and Kate walk in the basement of Unit HQ. Captain Jack, coming out of the Unit HQ lift, Jack says, "I will try. I hope. I don't know if it will work." Captain Jack sees the TARDIS, walks out to the TARDIS, and he hears the hums of the TARDIS outside the doors of it. Outside the doors of it, rather. Captain Jack touches the door, and the TARDIS lets him in, but not sure why the TARDIS only lets him in. Kate Stewart walks in the TARDIS with Captain Jack. She says, "I was right. She would let someone in of the Doctor's past in." Captain Jack says to Kate Stewart, "Doctor's past? And you only called me and not someone else's past. And she says, I tried that. No one else would take our calls apart from you. As she tried probably everybody. And Captain Jack says, well, we know that the doctor doesn't seem to be here, so where could he be? What do we do now? Kate Stewart says to Jack, well, what's that noise? Jack says to Kate Stewart in a reply to her question, that'd be the TARDIS cluster your bells. I think she's trying to tell us something. Everyone on the screen is Gallifreyan. And she says to him, how do you know? Captain Jack, well, the doctor told me about the language of his people a while back. I think it looks like the symbol of Gallifreyan. But he said they were already ancient when he was a little boy. Okay, we're going down to the Cyberman ship now, where the 12th Doctor is held in the Cyberman Matrix, and walks in with the Cyberman is Missy / Madame Kuvari. Are you confused yet? This is where the rewrite got a rewrite from the original first video that I did, so here we go. Missy / Madame Kavarian looks into the Matrix and sees the 12th Doctor's face inside of the Matrix machine she and the Cybermen put him in when they kidnapped the Doctor. Oops, we're going a bit ahead of ourselves here. Doctor. Madame Kavarian. Oh. Doctor. Madame Kavarian. Hello, Doctor. You really think I am Missy or even the Master? Think again. Madame Kavarian switches off her computer tech she had on that makes her able to pretend to be anyone she wanted, and then reveals that she is Madame Kavarian and not Missy / the Master. What's she up to? And then she says to the Doctor, she really should do. And she says, but then again, Doctor, you really think the war against you? And this is where we cue the Doctor Who theme tune. Okay, now the theme tune is out of the question. We're in the Matrix now. The Matrix Doctor is clueless to what is going on in the real world, and he thinks what's around him in the Matrix is real, until the Matrix looks at his companions and sees a flicker as the Matrix itself glitches, and the Doctor sees the Cyberman sitting there at the picnic table. I wonder what that's hinting at, you wonder. And then flashes back to the companions he knows. So that Graham, Ryan and Yasmin are in the Matrix too. But are they almost Cybermen in the real world? Who knows? The Doctor sees over the road and sees River Song standing there, watching him. Graham says to the Doctor, "Doctor, is everyone okay?" The Matrix Doctor, "I think so, but I wonder how she got here." Graham says, "Who got here? I don't see anyone else here apart from us." The Matrix Doctor, "Well, don't you see her? I think it's River Song." Graham says, Who is River Song?" The Matrix Doctor walks up to what it seems to be River Song. The Matrix Doctor, "River, is that you?" The Watcher / River Song, "No, Doctor. I am not her, not your River, and I am only a mere project of her, and taking her form to remind yourself of who you really are. But it's a good sign that a part of you remembers her." That's the page. The Matrix Doctor, "But I know who I am. What do you mean? A part of me still remembers River Song." The Watcher / River, "You sure about that, Doctor? Look around you. Think about this. I'm going to think about this. Oh, I can't even do this. You need to think about this. Is this the real world? You need to wake up before it's too late. This world is not what you think. The Matrix Doctor, "What are you talking about?" The Watcher / River, "I am the Watcher. A little part of you and a part of your mind is trying to tell you something is wrong. Something is wrong. Sorry. You already know that, as you've seen it for yourself." The Matrix Doctor, Cybermen. I've seen Cybermen. My friends might be Cybermen. The Watcher, River. That may be a possibility, she says. The Matrix Doctor. But I regenerated. I'm sure I did. Look at me. I'm a new woman. The Watcher / River laughs. No, Doctor, you sure did regenerate. Remember, you're not even here in this world. Look at yourself in the mirror. You've seen it for a moment. Moment before, and you're still the 12th self. Is 12 self. The 12 Doctor. You're still him. The Matrix Doctor. But I am a woman. Look at me. I regenerated into this. And you see, the Doctor's confused. Very confused. This Matrix really got the Doctor confused, as you can see. But it makes you wonder, how did he get into the Matrix in the first place, doesn't it? You'll see. The Matrix... I beg your pardon. The Watcher River laughs. Remember, Doctor, Gallifreyans are humanoid, and humanoids can't change gender. Hinting at the fact that Gallifreyans are, off humanoid, species. And humanoids can't switch between one gender to another. And as you know, only, I think it's frogs can do that. Like reptiles. Remember, he is me and I am him. The Doctor. The Matrix Doctor. He is me and I am him. The Doctor sees a flashback of his past self. So are you my replacements. A dandy and a clown. You see, as you probably watched Doctor Who before, let's see, I got that from, where am I? Oh yeah, I got that from here.
We've achieved a transference of.
Splendid.
But I don't think it's going to work. We've achieved a transference of.
Splendid.
But I don't think it's going to.
It's from this. See, so
there you are.
you see, the Matrix Doctor will see a flashback of this.
I seem to be stuck up here. Oh, so you're my replacements. A dandy and a clown. Have you done anything?
Well, we've assessed the situation.
Just as I thought. Nothing.
So that's from that. What was that? The Matrix Doctor said. The Watcher / River. You were starting to remember your true self. Your first self. The original self. The Doctor sees his past companions referring him as males in his mind. flashbacks. The Matrix, Doctor. It's like I'm conflicted. One moment these memories keep coming to my mind. It feels like someone is trying to rewrite my history. Who are you? The Watcher. River. I'm a part of your subconscious mind. Your real memories are slowly coming back to you. And when you see your friends for a split moment as Cybermen, that when your mind triggered your memories of the real world. You are right. Someone is trying to rewrite your history, but ask yourself who. Okay, the Matrix Doctor. Why would somebody do that? The Watcher / River replies, spoilers. The Matrix world shakes and glitches for a little moment. The Matrix Doctor. What was that, River? Captain Jack appears. Sorry, Doctor, no River here. It won't be long now, Doctor. We are working on getting you out of here. Now, this part is where the camera pans to it. This is explaining how it would work in the thing. So, as the camera pans to the Matrix Doctor, fog passes the Doctor and become his true self. Standing there is the first 12 Doctors before seeing his self as 12th version of himself. The 12th Doctor, Jack, what the hell are you doing here? And what is going on? There should be a question mark, really. Where am I? The Doctor says to Jack. Captain Jack replies, oh, it's a long story, Doctor, but don't worry, we're working on getting you out of here. The 12th Doctor gives Jack such a look as the camera pans onto the 12th Doctor, and then cue the credits. Alright guys, thanks for watching that video of my little tweaks and little rewrites, and tell me what you think about it in the comments below. And if you want to watch the original story, there'll be a link in the bottom as well, so there's quite a bit of difference as well, so let me know what you think. And that was Doctor Who Part 1, Unlucky 13, written by me, David T Lomax. Hope you enjoyed it. And this at the bottom is Doctor Who Unlucky 13 Part 2 by me, David T Lomax. And let's give you a little insight. Okay, we start with the Doctor Who theme tune, outside of St. Paul's Cathedral. We're going back to that, where the Cybermen were and all that, as you know. We're going back there. That's the day where the Doctor gets kidnapped, so we're going back to... Hold on a second. No, that's not done that. There we are. That's weird how it's done that. So, going back to the day the Doctor was kidnapped, and the Doctor and Clara unit are trying to stop the Cybermen and fighting to stop what they think is Missy / the Master. Unit, the Doctor and Clara. Oops. Why is that an E? There we are. Clara. Trying to hatch a plan to stop her and the Cyberman. Okay, let's see. These might get little rewrites. I don't know yet. Clara asks a question to the Doctor. Doctor, how are we gonna stop the Cybermen? The Doctor, I'm not sure. We have to stop Missy. Who is Missy? And why does she seem to be going after you? The Doctor says she's Missy, meaning she is the Master, but I don't believe that. I think she's someone else. But one thing I'd like to know, who was the lady in the shop who gave you my number? I'm going to stop it there because it's going to go on. That's where we're going to stop. That's a little preview, so to keep you stuck and your heart bumping and your heart going for a little bit. And that's a little sneak preview for a little while. So I hope you enjoyed my Doctor Who and my little sneak preview for next time. Okay, see you soon and stick around for part 2.